Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. And today, we're going to discuss the 4 records from the actor and singer Tim Curry. Heck of a photo cover there, isn't it? That is great. Might be why he had the stroke later 12 years ago. He's still with us, but he is bound to a wheelchair. You know Tim Curry. Let me get my props. Spamalot. You saw him in Spamalot, right? Sure. Saw him in the movie Annie. Saw him as a scary clown in the It miniseries. You know Tim. I know. You're in with anticipation for Tim's most iconic role, Dr. Frank-N-Furter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He's wearing makeup like a hussy. Well, he was in the movie, wasn't he? Oh, let's get a few more pictures of Tim as Dr. Frank-N-Furter. I did production work for you guys. That's right, even you look good in fishnet stockings. Don't smoke. Watch your weight. And watch your blood pressure. Okay, you guys. Certain guys. Gonna give you a second to calm down. Tim has 4 albums. I said records? No. 3 records, 4 albums. Because in my ranking of these 4 albums, 1 is only available online as a digital release. In other words, it's here on YouTube. From the Vaults. And you see down there, produced by Lou Adler. Lou Adler is a pretty famous producer. Let me consult my notes. Produced Jan and Dean, Carole King, the Mamas and the Papas. Now that's a credit. Also was the executive producer for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the movie where he made his connection with Tim. And, of course, Lou Adler gave us Cheech and Chong. Good one, Lou. And it's my number 4 of the 4. Because, remember, when you go, everything's on YouTube, okay? But remember, there's now a rapper named Tim Curry. I think you'll be able to keep it straight. Now a rapper, okay? You should do fine. So, we get 9 songs here. They're not mixed. I'm not sure what you mean by mixed. A lack of education, I guess. But, boy howdy, they're not mixed. Okay? Definitely lacking a certain amount of production. Lou heard the 9 songs. I got no information about who wrote the songs, who the musicians are. I couldn't find it. Maybe if I looked a little deeper somewhere else, maybe I could have found it. But it's a good 9 songs. I particularly like 4. You know my taste. It's a little sick. I like it. Chose 14. The 14-year-old is some kind of movie star, and she, jailbait, is living the movie star life. Kind of a wacky song. First song, good song on this record. The third song, we went as far as we felt like going. That's a really nice song. I like it just as it is. The song after that I particularly like, Spaceship Races, racing around the sun. That's a unique lyric idea. I like that song. And the fourth song I particularly like is Biting My Nails. A bad habit of his. At least the character has a bad habit of biting their nails. I see online a lot of people seem to like the version of Baby Love, the old chestnut. And not my cup of tea, but I see the quality of it. Girls I also thought was quite nice too. So it's a nice little set of songs. Hold on. Shouldn't throw on the floor before I'm ready. Nice set of songs. But it's not mixed, not properly produced. It was released in 2010. Because I guess Lou Adler just went, oh, what the heck? Throw it out there. I guess you could purchase it as a digital record. What the heck are you buying? Nice little thing. Listen to it about 4 or 5 times a day. Nice. Number 4. My number 3 is the first proper release by Tim. Read My Lips. This is a nice reissue, isn't it? These were out of print for years, but finally someone, it's Bad Reputation. Bad Reputation is a good reputation with me because they released Tim Curry. Get some liner notes, get the lyrics. See? Nice little package. Added on vinyl back in the day. Come to think of it, I still have my cassette. I don't do that with everybody. If I buy your CD and I have it on cassette, I ditch the cassette. I don't need to carry a whole bunch of stuff. I lack space as is. I own a lot of stuff. Read My Lips. The thing with Read My Lips is it's a theatrical record. So is From the Vaults. If you don't understand Tim's background, Tim is a theatrical actor. He's a theater actor and musical theater actor. Like I showed you with the Spamalot. That was a musical. You know, a Monty Python musical. And hired Tim. Going to do revival of Parents of whatever it was. Hire Tim. Tim can do musical theater, has a strong voice, a classically trained voice. And he's English, he's an actor, and while it's nice to have the lyrics, you know what the lyrics are. Tim sings them clearly, more clearly than I do. I should speak like this more often, right? Right. So does Tim. You know what the lyrics are when you're listening to Tim. Really like this record, but it is more theatrical. I Will, the Beatles song, done as reggae. A Roy Wood song. You know, Roy Wood from the early years of Electric Light Orchestra. And The Move before that. Brontosaurus is covered on this record. All I Want. From Joni Mitchell is rocked up a bit on this record. The highlight of the record is Slow Gin. And I usually object. You hear me object when someone does a slow ballad song, because they usually suck. Slow Gin is slow, but it's great. And any ballad by Tim Curry is aces in my book. He knows how to sing a ballad. So I'm not going to knock a ballad when it's sung by Tim Curry. He knows what he's doing. Slow Gin is the ballad here. And Tim is so fucking lonely. And that's the actual fucking lyric. Joe Bonamassa covered the song here, the title track of Slow Gin, of his record, Slow Gin. Didn't have the balls to sing fucking lonely. Changed it to damn lonely. You may be damn lonely, Joe, but Tim is fucking lonely. No, this video is not for children. Absolutely great song, written by the producer, the legendary producer, Bob Ezrin. You know Bob Ezrin, because you got all the classic Alex Cooper records that he did. Rock Roll Animal. Hold on, I got the wrong section. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Ezrin did that, but I don't have the Ezrin stack. I don't have an Ezrin stack. I screwed up. It's up here. Okay? See where I'm pointing? Alex Cooper, Killer. Love It to Death. Kiss Destroyer. Lou Reed's Berlin. Is there another one? And Bob Ezrin's most recent work is the new Deep Purple records. Great, good Deep Purple records. Infinite is the one I chose to put on the rack. Now I can show you, I was showing you the guitar player in Slow Gin is Dick Wagner, the legendary Dick Wagner, who did this Alex Cooper record and others. Also Lou Reed. In his first band, The Frost, out of Detroit. Deep listening, deep band, good band. The Frost. Not to be confused with Frost. Different band. Okay? What are they, like death metal or some darn thing? Not the same thing. You want The Frost. With Dick Wagner. The big song was called, it is the first track here, Rock and Roll Music. Very much in the vein of Kick Out the Jams by the MC5, their Detroit brethren. So, that was the Dick Wagner stack. I'm doing production work for you guys. So, very theatrical. Anyone Had a Heart by Burt Bacharach? Boy, is that a theatrical piece. Even does Irving Berlin, Harlem on My Mind. A really good rock intro, just to fool you. But then, just like the good old, well, we weren't born yet. I got Harlem on my mind. Pretty good. Darn good record. If you're in the mood for theatrical. And Tim is a musical theater veteran. Great record, but number 3 in my ranking of the 4 Tim Curry records. And that's all I gotta say about that. We'll be talking about Dick Wagner again in a minute. My number 2 sometimes is my number 1. It depends on my mood. Simplicity, that came out in 1981. I didn't mention the year. 1978 for Read My Lips. You know, the From the Vaults was 76 before the movie really hit for the Rock Horror Picture Show. So, my number 2 depends on my mood. Do I want to rock? Or do I want to rock? You know, ship. Simplicity. Simplicity. If it's a warm summer, and today was a warm summer day, it's not even May yet. In Cleveland, Ohio, it was a warm, sunny day. And if I had a pool, if I had my own green space, if I could be exposed to the sun, which I can't. I'm a creature of the night, it's true. But if it was a nice sunny day, poolside, and I'm just chilling. This is a record to play when you chill. Simplicity. Total lot. YACHT. Lot. You know what I mean. It's totally that. But I don't believe it's labeled as that. But I say this. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I'm an authority. So, the first song is absolutely perfect for a sunny, warm day. Working on my tan. It's a rocking reggae song. And I'm pretty sure that's David Sanborn, on the sax. And Earl Slick is playing guitar on this album. And Working on My Tan is perfect. It's perfect. Perfect pop song. But it didn't take. What can we do? The people in 1981 didn't want that reggae, sunny, sunshine song in their life. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. But it's a great song. You know Earl Slick, right? Yes, you do. Need more protection, folks. You know him as guitarist for David Bowie, for a number of records. But most prominently, Station to Station. Guitarist there. And Young Americans. Excuse me. And for your rockers out there, the David Coverdale solo record, Into the Light. He's the guitarist here. And a bunch of other stuff. Formed a band with a rhythm section from the Stray Cats. Phantom Rocker and Slick, right? I had those on cassette. I'm pretty sure I sold them. Heck of a career. And so he's the guitarist on this record. And the producer on this record is Michael Kamen, who's an arranger, basically. Best known for being an arranger for Pink Floyd and David Gilmour and Roger. Somehow he works for both David Gilmour and Roger Waters. I guess he's pretty good. Or was. He died, unfortunately. He produced this record. And you get more David Sanborn. Well, this is the first time I mentioned David Sanborn. We'll talk about him more later. Also on this record, there's a mix of covers and originals. Work on My Tan is the original. She's Not There by Rod Argent. It's a zombie song, right? Oh, Tim nails it. Tim and the band, She's Not There. Brilliant. Brilliant. The title track, Simplicity. It's a ballad, but it's beautiful. When Tim sings a ballad, especially with who's producing him here, it's a corker. On a Roll, the next song is original. I think this is my favorite Tim Curry song. Until the next song I say is my favorite Tim Curry song. But I think I'm going to stick with this one. Take Me, I'm Yours. which is the Screes song. It isn't like Screes. It's brilliant. It's different. Definitely rocks. Brilliant. Brilliant. Take Me, I'm Yours. Gonna listen to one Tim Curry song? Maybe that should be the one. Take Me, I'm Yours. Absolutely great. You know, some more covers here. Dancing in the Streets. Yeah, we need another one. Summer in the City. Real nice job there. And his version of I Put a Spell on You. The Screaming Jay Hawkins number. Man, he smolders there. Absolutely great stuff. Flip a coin, what I'm in the mood for. Is this my favorite or my second favorite? Today, second favorite. Because we're an action rock channel. We want to rock. And so, let's rock. My favorite Tim Curry record is Fearless. I better like it because I own it on CD, a bad reputation, on a cassette. Hope there isn't much glare to that. And one of the 6 final records I own at this moment. I owned this for years because it was out of print for years. So I knew I couldn't get rid of this thing. Final. Ugh. Well, I have it on final. I have Simplicity on final too, but I loaned it to a friend of mine and I never got it back. He's still a friend. We're fine. But we're talking about Fearless. Focus. Talking about Fearless. Produced by Michael Kamen, who produced my number 2 pick, Simplicity, and Dick Ragnar, who I explained before who he is, and his involvement with the first proper Tim Curry record, Read My Lips. Now he's co-producing and co-writing or writing the songs on Fearless. And Dick Ragnar is a heck of a songwriter, heck of a guitar player. You heard that Aerosmith live version of Train Keep a Rolling? You know that it's not the guitar players from Aerosmith on that single? No. Aerosmith doesn't have Perry and the other guitar player playing on a song. It's Dick Ragnar and Steve Hunter. You know, the duo from the Lou Reed records and whatnot. Hell of a credit. Ghost credit. Oh boy, that's a credit. So anyways, here on Fearless from 1979, and the year becomes important in a minute. One on the Money for opening song, written by Ragnar and Curry. Hide This Face. And now we begin to hear Curry's sense of humor. And this is a rock album. It's also a humorous record. And it's great. You know, I'm not going to try to typicate the jokes here. But it's good. The third song was the hit single, I Do the Rock. those of you of a certain age may remember the song. But boy, it's a dated song. That's what I was referring to. Note the year 1979. I Do the Rock is referring to current events in 1979. Jimmy Carter and Solzhenitsyn and Farrah Fawcett Majors and you have to, for anyone younger than me, you have to Google every other stanza. Oh, what the heck is he talking about? Because Cold War 1979 he's referring to was a brilliant song. And on YouTube you can find for about a minute or two, Tim guested on, the name of the woman escapes me now, a show, I'm going to kick myself. But it was a Fox show in the early days of Fox Network. And when the show was wrapping up, they do like a minute of an updated version of I Do the Rock. For what it's worth. Then we hear SOS, another ballad, hell of a ballad, worth your time, written solely by Dick Wagner. The one cover song here, and the second Joni Mitchell song, Rocked Out. From this record, let's say, For the Roses, Gold Blue Steel, and Sweet Fire. Rocked Out. Cool as hell. Following that, another song frozen in time. Disco. Remember disco? I wish I forgot disco. Spent too much time in discos because it was free booze. Paradise Garage, a parody of the disco scene of the late 70s. Written with Curry, Wagner, and the rhythm section. Cool. No Love on the Street follows that. Another song covered by Joe Bonamassa. Clearly he's a fan. As he should be. That was the Dust Bowl record, if you didn't catch that. Something Short of Paradise, written only by Dick Wagner. And the last song is a corker, written by Curry and Wagner. Charge It. We all do it nowadays, don't we? Our charge cards, our debit cards. A parody of us charging everything. And it's a great song. It's not my favorite. Maybe my second favorite. Right here could be my other favorite song. Nah. Take Me, I'm Yours. That's me. It's a cover, but it doesn't sound like Squeeze's original. Not even close. Absolutely brilliant. Charge It. Yeah, that's number 2. Paradise Garage is pretty darn good too. And when I'm in a mood, I Do the Rock because I do remember the current events of 1979, or the history of 1979, I should say. Yeah, this is a darn good record. So, if you never listened to Tim Curry's solo output, listen to this. And I threw things on the floor. Excuse me, Mom. Then you go with Simplicity. And Take Me, I'm Yours. Work on my tan. Yeah, work on my tan is Baron Charge It. Yeah. My two favorite songs are on this record, but somehow it's not my favorite record. Lock Rock, Regular Rock with this record. Okay? So, and of course, online you can find the best of. And there is an original track, and I found another 4 things on here. I forget what it was. Simple Twist of Fate, a Bob Dylan song done live. And that's not found on any of the other 4 albums. So you need to listen to this to hear a Simple Twist of Fate, which is cool. It is a cool song. It's a cool catalog. The young Tim Curry. Don't smoke, boys and girls. No matter how cool it looks with a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow. My makeup is covering up, right? Good. So that's what I got for you. Go enjoy some Tim Curry. I was going to do something else, but I spent hours working on it. Another ranking. And was in the mood for the band. I make certain I'm in the right frame of mind when I recommend something to you. So keep that in mind. When I recommend something, when I review something, when I rank something, it's good stuff. If I start going, I drop it. No matter how hard I work at it, because I like the band. But not today. Sometimes it just works that way, doesn't it? I'll get to that band someday. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. I try to make certain I'm not doing another pop. Well, I do pop reviews here and there. But we'll work out. Ring the notification bell. Leave a comment. What's your memories of Tim Curry's career? What's the stuff you love watching him in? Listen to some of his songs and come back and tell us what you think. All the musicians working on, the 3 proper records. Absolutely cracker check session players. I mentioned David Sanborn. I mentioned Dick Wagner. But the drummers, the bass player, the other sax, horn players, I know their names. I recognize their names by other records I owned in the past. Absolutely cracker jack session guys. And they delivered for Tim. And Tim fronted them very nicely. So in the future, you want to know about action rock, garage rock, and classic and legacy bands, you come back here. And I'll have them for you. Thank you for watching. Remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. Fresh foods and whatnot. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.